Hey everybody, this is another video in my series on atomic structure and nuclide symbols. And in this video, we're going to be discussing mass number. Before we get started discussing mass number, I wanted to highlight this piece of the periodic table up in our upper right-hand portion of the screen. If we look here, a mass number is not this number that's down here, okay? This is a different value called the atomic mass. And in order to identify the difference between the two, you'll have to remember that a proton has 1 AMU, or has a relative mass of 1 AMU. A neutron has a relative mass also of 1 AMU, and an electron has a relative mass of no AMU. And so a proton and a neutron can't be divided. So there's no way that a mass number, if it's actually the number of protons plus the number of neutrons, there is no way that that number can be a fraction or a decimal. Okay, there's no such thing as a 0.008 of a proton. There's no such thing as 0.94 of a neutron or a proton. So the number that's being reported here on the periodic table is an atomic mass, and a periodic table will almost always never report a mass number. We will have to actually figure out the mass number by doing some math. Okay, so let's do some of this by example. It says, what is the mass of an element with 4 protons and 5 neutrons? So we are going to do 4 plus 5. The mass number is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. And so that's going to equal 9. And then it says, name this element. Well, that's what we're going to use this little thing for. We're going to find the element, and then we would name it using the mass number that we just calculated. Using what we know about number of protons, we know that atomic number 4 here is beryllium. So what we're going to call this is beryllium, and then a hyphen 9. Okay, that's beryllium 9. Okay, so now we flip it around and we do it the other way. We're given a name of a nuclide. Can we then determine how many neutrons it has? So for sodium 23, we would look up here at sodium, and we know, again, this number is the number of protons. So we know that it's 11 plus something must equal 23 because this is the mass number. So then we know by doing some math here that there are 12 neutrons in this nuclide of sodium. Okay, so there it is. Have a great day.